The WNBA officiating situation has reached a critical juncture as Commissioner Cathy Engelbert addresses mounting criticism regarding referee performance throughout the current season. Following the Indiana Fever's matchup against Paige Booker's and the Dallas Waynes, renewed scrutiny has emerged concerning what many observers perceive as inconsistent officiating standards across the league. Engelbert's recent statements have generated significant controversy among fans, analysts, and basketball stakeholders who view her response as inadequate given the severity of ongoing officiating concern. The commissioner's position has drawn criticism for appearing dismissive of legitimate grievances raised by players, coaches, and supporters regarding referee competency and game management. The officiating problems have persisted throughout multiple seasons, with particular attention focused on how referees handle physical play involving star players like Caitlin Clark. Observers have documented numerous instances where aggressive contact appears to go uncalled, potentially contributing to player injuries and compromising game integrity. The compensation structure for WNBA officials, reportedly around $100,000 annually, pales in comparison to NBA referee salaries, potentially affecting the quality of available officiating talent. Recent games have highlighted specific instances where referee decisions have drawn widespread criticism. The matchup between Indiana and Dallas featured several controversial calls that many viewers interpreted as favoring certain players or teams. Social media commentary has intensified regarding what some perceive as preferential treatment or special whistles for particular athletes, creating an atmosphere of distrust regarding officiating consistency. Analysis of referee compensation reveals significant disparities compared to other professional leagues. WNBA officials earn substantially less than their NBA counterparts, potentially limiting the pool of qualified candidates and affecting overall officiating quality. This financial structure may contribute to the perception that officiating standards fail to match the league's growing prominence and commercial success. Engelbert's public response to officiating criticism has been characterized as tone-deaf by many observers. When addressing concerns about referee performance, the commissioner suggested that basketball's inherent complexity makes officiating challenging, particularly given the athletic movement within confined court spaces. Her statement that there's always room for growth and improvement in officiating has been viewed as insufficient acknowledgement of systemic problem. The commissioner's most controversial comment involved her observation that winning teams rarely complain about officiating while losing teams consistently voice grievances. This perspective has been widely criticized as oversimplified and failing to address legitimate concerns about referee competency that transcend individual game outcomes. Evidence contradicting Engelbert's assessment includes multiple instances where victorious teams have raised officiating concerns. The Minnesota Lynx, despite their successful record as one of the league's top teams, have been vocal critics of referee performance. Coach Cheryl Reeve has consistently highlighted officiating inconsistencies regardless of game results, undermining the commissioner's suggestion that complaints correlate directly with losses. Specific game analysis reveals patterns that challenge the commissioner's characterization of officiating criticism. The Indiana Fever's victory over the Chicago Sky, which featured Chennedy Carter's controversial contact with Caitlin Clark, generated widespread officiating discussion despite the Fever winning the contest. Similarly, Indiana's triumph over the Connecticut Sun involved multiple questionable non-calls that drew criticism even though the Fever secured victory. The physicality debate has become central to discussions about referee standards and consistency. Analysts distinguish between acceptable physical play in post positions versus inappropriate contact involving perimeter players, particularly guards operating away from the ball. The current officiating approach appears to inconsistently apply physicality standards, allowing excessive contact in situations where protection should be prioritized, while calling minor infractions in contexts where physical play traditionally receives tolerance. You have not only scammed a fan base, you have potentially... You can't fire her either now. You can't fire her without... Caitlin Clark gained reputation as a coach killer. You cannot fire her without Caitlin Clark gained a reputation as a coach killer. You can't... International observers have joined domestic critics in questioning Engelbert's leadership regarding officiating standards. Commentary from overseas basketball communities suggests that WNBA referee problems have gained global attention, potentially affecting the league's international reputation and expansion efforts. The characterization of Engelbert as an international embarrassment reflects broader concerns about leadership effectiveness during this crucial growth period. Christine Brennan's forthcoming publication reportedly addresses WNBA leadership failures, particularly particularly regarding player protection and league management during this transformative period. Her analysis suggests that the organization has squandered opportunities to capitalize on increased attention and commercial potential by failing to address fundamental operational issues, including officiating quality. How many times are y'all gonna call foul on a no foul? And what's embarrassing for them is that after the play happens, you get an instant replay on what they call the fouls. So the Chad and I, we're sitting there, we're just like, dawg, nobody even touched it. The referee compensation structure creates additional challenges for attracting and retaining qualified officials. Reports indicate that WNBA referees earn approximately $500 per game, significantly less than officials in other professional leagues, and potentially insufficient to attract top-tier talent. This compensation level may require officials to work multiple jobs or accept reduced income compared to alternative career paths, potentially affecting their dedication and performance quality. Game flow disruption has emerged as a significant concern regarding current officiating standards. Referees appear to lack understanding of entertainment value and game rhythm, making inconsistent calls that interrupt natural play progression. The inability to distinguish between situations requiring strict enforcement versus moments where allowing play to continue would benefit overall game quality has become a recurring criticism. So we're now stuck with vomit basketball for multiple years, and we're going to see increasingly declining WNBA ratings. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I absolutely cannot believe this. It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. Strategic exploitation of officiating inconsistencies has reportedly become common among coaching staffs. Teams have allegedly developed tactical approaches centered on exploiting referee tendencies, knowing that certain types of aggressive play will go uncalled for extended periods. This situation creates competitive imbalances where success depends partly on willingness to test officiating limits rather than pure basketball skill. Player safety concerns have intensified as physical play standards remain unclear and inconsistently enforced. Caitlin Clark's recent injury situation has drawn particular attention, with observers suggesting that inadequate protection from aggressive contact may have contributed to her physical problems. The pattern of allowing excessive contact against star players while calling minor infractions elsewhere has created an environment where player health may be compromised. Specific incidents throughout the season have highlighted referee inconsistency problems. Paige Buecher's recent injury involving contact from Courtney Vandersloot exemplifies how aggressive play can result in serious consequences when officiating fails to maintain appropriate control. The incident involved what appeared to be intentional contact to the head area, resulting in a concussion and extended absence from competition. Landing zone violations have become another area where referee inconsistency creates safety concerns. Multiple documented instances show players making contact with shooters during their landing phase without appropriate penalty assessment. Gabby Williams has reportedly experienced landing zone fouls that went uncalled, potentially creating dangerous precedents for player safety. And by the way, snake oil saleswoman here. She said all the right things when she got hired for the job. Absolute snake oil saleswoman. That's the only thing I can say. Snake oil saleswoman. She signed Kate, she joined a team with Caitlin Clark and said, that has success, and said, you know what? We want Caitlin, we don't want you to be you. We want you to play this slow down motion offense. Flagrant foul assessment has proven particularly problematic throughout the current season. Analysis suggests that numerous incidents meriting flagrant foul designation have received inadequate penalty assessment. Only 1 or 2 flagrant fouls have been called, despite multiple obvious violations, including elbows to the face and other dangerous contact that traditionally receives severe penalties. The entertainment value discussion extends beyond pure officiating to broader questions about league presentation and fan engagement. Inconsistent referee performance creates viewing experiences that frustrate casual fans who may not understand why similar contact receives different treatment depending on game situation or player identity. This inconsistency potentially undermines efforts to expand the league's audience during this crucial growth period. Content creation challenges have emerged as creators struggle to maintain engaging coverage when officiating problems dominate discussion. The repetitive nature of referee criticism creates content fatigue. while failing to showcase the positive aspects of WNBA basketball that could attract new audiences. This situation particularly affects creators focused on casual fan engagement rather than technical basketball analysis. The casual fan perspective has become increasingly important as the league attempts to expand beyond its traditional audience. Newcomers to WNBA basketball may find the officiating inconsistencies confusing or frustrating, potentially limiting their continued engagement with the sport. Clear, consistent officiating standards would help create more accessible viewing experiences for audiences unfamiliar with league-specific tendencies. Literally, fire her now. Fire her now. And just like I said at one stage, Christy Sides was great because Christy Sides, they didn't respect Christy Sides, they didn't listen to her. This team would be better with no coach than with Stephanie White. This here would be better with no coach because let's be real. Even with Austin Kelly there and his inability to call timeouts, they still played Stephanie White's system. They would be better with no coach than with Stephanie White. Market considerations extend beyond immediate fan satisfaction to longer-term commercial viability. Sponsors, broadcast partners, and other stakeholders require consistent product quality to justify continued investment in league growth. Ongoing officiating controversies may undermine confidence in the league's ability to present professional quality entertainment suitable for mainstream audiences. The timing of these officiating problems proves particularly unfortunate given the league's current growth trajectory and increased mainstream attention. The arrival of generational talents like Caitlin Clark has created unprecedented opportunities for audience expansion and commercial development. Failure to address officiating concerns during this crucial period may represent a missed opportunity to establish the WNBA as a premier professional sports property. International expansion efforts may also suffer from ongoing officiating controversies. Global basketball audiences expect consistent professional quality officiating standards when evaluating new leagues for potential support. The current situation may limit the WNBA's ability to develop international partnerships or attract overseas talent who question the league's competitive integrity. Player development concerns extend beyond immediate safety to longer-term career implication. Inconsistent officiating may affect how players adapt their games and develop skills suited for professional competition. Young players entering the league may struggle to understand appropriate physical standards when referee enforcement varies significantly between games and situation. And I don't care about the spreadsheet watchers saying this team plays faster. Just watch how they play. They have thrown. Caitlin Clark would throw like they used to literally be. Caitlin will get a rebound. There'd be a runner on the left, a runner on the right, and she would launch forward. Now it is whoever gets the ball just goes meep, runs down and takes a dumb quick shot. There is a big difference. There is a huge difference. You cannot talk about a fast style of coaching strategy has necessarily adapted to current officiating inconsistencies, potentially affecting game quality and entertainment value. Teams that successfully exploit referee tendencies may gain competitive advantages unrelated to pure basketball skill, creating imbalances that undermine competitive integrity. This situation forces coaches to spend preparation time on officiating tendencies rather than pure basketball strategy. The commissioner's leadership during this crucial period has drawn criticism from multiple stakeholders groups who expected more decisive action regarding officiating reform. Engelbert's background and qualifications for addressing complex sports administration challenges have come under scrutiny as these problems persist without apparent resolution efforts. Caitlin is on the bench, you can tell. For the past 2 games, man, the whistles have been a little fair, man. And I'm like, damn, why can't Caitlin get these calls when she's in the game, man? It's ridiculous. In the same report, Monty McCutcheon, hopefully I pronounced the name right, who oversees officiating, development, and training for the NBA, weighed in. He acknowledged growing pains within the WNBA's younger referee pool. He said, long-term solutions require comprehensive evaluation of referee recruitment, training, compensation, and accountability systems. The current approach appears insufficient for meeting the league's growing needs and commercial expectations. Systematic reform may be necessary to establish officiating standards appropriate for the WNBA's current status and future aspirations. The situation continues developing as games progress and additional incidents occur. Fan engagement, player safety, and commercial viability all depend partly on resolving these officiating concerns through effective leadership and systematic reform. The league's response to current criticism criticism may determine whether these problems represent temporary growing pains or systemic issues requiring fundamental changes to organizational structure and priorities.